think that bio made me look twice as boring in my presentation. Most definitely, well, first I'm a graduate of this school here. Second, I really like doubles, but I probably should like it less. And third, that, you know, sometimes, you know, I think we could be serious about our work, we're not deadly serious about ourselves. So I really look forward to winning a Nobel Prize for untangling my headphones on my way here. So I'm just here to present, you know, even though I'm a featured speaker, I'm just trying to make, you know, communicate some ideas I have about leadership in particular. But second, what constitutes a hero? Yeah, what makes a hero? I'm pretty interested in that. So I'm going to give you all some heroes that were close to me once upon a time. Growing up, I had an entire army of heroes. If I had to assemble my own Justice League, I'd put together Brian Charles Lara, the greatest batsman of all time, Fidel Castro, Cuban revolutionary and July 26 movement hero, Amilcar Cabral, the fighter whom I was named after, Bob Marley, to keep our spirits high on all levels, my mother, the pillar of love and justice in my life, Iowa George, the Dr. Seuss of soca music, and Bacchanal, to song my battle cry. Miss Anne-Marie Howard, an art teacher who fired up our imagination with a paintbrush and the interpretations of a holy book and the clouds in the sky. The man dancing his supplicant advertisement, the first person who taught me how to whine. A B, C, D. Batman, the mastermind of all masterminds. I don't know why everything I just said right. Once upon a time, I sat where you were sitting in this very room. You know, for those who play music, it's real vibes and bishops, right? Yeah. And we win. Many of the organizers who invited me here to speak were unaware that I once attended this school. In my much slimmer, wavy hairstyle, Motorola Me 2 phone carrying Grand Theft Auto Vice City playing self. Vice City, right? I never knew I'd have the opportunity to speak to you one day on a stage like this, much taller, not that much older, with dreadlocks. I guess I have to paraphrase Drake. We started from 2 inches, now we're here. So in preparation for today, I had to ask myself, what can I say about heroes? First, people think every hero is someone who sports a jockey shorts and flies around a cape. Okay then. Second, what problems have you overcome in your life that could inspire this generation? I only love potato chips and that's my effing problem. The only problem I can recall off the top of my head is that when I opened a bag of potato chips, I only discovered it was all air. So I'm like, should I get half off or did I really pay for that? The third problem I have is, people with problems, have I ever changed one? Well, I only respond to phone calls and text messages. I hate when people leave me voicemail. I probably get the message more quickly if the person wrote it in fine print on a post-it and sent it on a message on the scene. Last, I'm really not good at the speech thing, so probably give them one line to live by. Well, I'm not the messenger to tell you to get rich or get financially successful. In my own life, I was content with my mantra, get doubles or die trying. So maybe I'm not the best person to speak to you about success or saving people and solving the world's problems. Maybe I can tell you a little about my thoughts and give insights into the structure of my feelings as it relates to being a hero. You are the hero. I'm the hero. You two definitely heroes. Here, linguistic swag turn up. 1. You are the hero because you stood up for the right thing even when they made you a villain. Schooling, as good as it is for you, as much as it gives you a community, enshrine a sense of pride, and most importantly, give you a network and a net worth of friends for a lifetime. Do not confuse your schooling with learning. You all understand the difference? Well, that's clear. Not all of you will go into higher education or university, and that's okay. Humble yourself to knowledge and continue to learn. Some of you will know persons who are dropouts now or will drop out. And we should not be quick to judge them because to think that education has stopped is to condemn the wisdom and intellectual treasures of street knowledge that is necessary for our survival. And some of you will make it to university, and it is a true thinker that knows that they are the perpetual student of life. A downside of rigid institutional schooling is the forcing of compliance, the disciplining of children's bodies, behaviors, and attitudes. Blah, 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 detention, blah, 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 suspension, blah, blah, I'll ask your parents if you don't get in line. The labels come up and make you a mischief maker, and in worst case scenarios, a criminal. I'm not encouraging you, into senseless rebellion and careless disobedience of leadership and authority. I want you to understand that testing boundaries are important. You did? If I told you that between two pools of water, one was hot and another cold, how would you know the difference if you do not test the water yourself? Maybe you should not throw your entire body ski dipping into one, but what about putting your foot in one to discern what is hot and what is cold? I argue that's the art of being critical. Our training should be led towards autonomy, what you call independence, and respect for others and ourselves, and not a one-directional authority which respects your title and the uniform that you wear. This sounds like a radical idea to some parents, teachers, elders, leaders, and those in authority. But young people, I can only speak to you what is already silent resting in your hearts. Who put their hands into the cookie jar? I did. And the cookies could do with a less sugar, Granny, because we have diabetes in our family. Do not let your schooling in the formal education system, at home, at the mosque, temple, church, and yes, on the block, break you away from making courageous actions, asking questions, having the right to make mistakes and learn from them as all humans have. Do not let your schooling make you a villain, turn you into a bad guy or girl for fulfilling your human potential to pursue safely and in love the fundamental question, how shall I live? The hero does not sit idly on the sidelines. The hero believes in freedom for all, but also free hearing for those with contrary views. A hero does not justify an undemocratic space, and often, when the hero stands up, those who feel most threatened call them the villain. 2. You're the hero because you are true to yourself. I want you to become the best thing of yourself. Like if there's anything, instead of get quotable as livables, right? You know, people think you have weakness. I think you should have a weakness for a point in time. So, not everybody doing music will become a classical pianist, right? And not everybody doing math will be a statistician or really fall in love with Pythagoras' theorem. But what we could do is to strive for excellence in the things we love and competence in the things we don't. Because knowledge is very valuable to us. I want you to offer the world your best, and that is how you go about achieving great things. And if you make enemies along your way in offering your best, do not let your enemies be people. Let your enemies be things. For this reason, it is critical for you to sit by yourself and evaluate what your values are. You know what your values are? No? We work on that. You know what your values are? You don't go Facebook looking for that. You know what your values are? Well, you can find a hashtag for that right now. Right? Hashtag be clear. What your values are. Like we have that trending. But you have to evaluate that on your own. Think about it yourself. So what your values are, when you walk into the classroom, or on the bus route, or in the mall, live your values out loud. That is our new Laval, right? We don't lol anymore. Live your values out loud. And it is when you speak your truth, you remain true to your values, that is how you become a hero. And if you want to know what a hero speaks, a hero who speaks the truth looks like, you need to look no further than a mirror to find one. Again, choose or fight young lions and lionesses, but don't fight people, fight the bigger enemy. Fight the institutions, fight the ideas, fight the injustice, and in a very hard way, you will learn that you can't always defeat these things, these great enemies. However, the story of history has shown us that we can win a battle and drive them back. We can fight poverty, we can fight sexism and homophobia, we can fight racism, we can fight a world where people with bad breath tell you more secrets. Now you're telling me bread smells stink, but like, I'll offer you a comment, my brother. And we can fight people who assassinate the dreams of our generation. Let us fight. So 3, you are a hero because you have failed better. You all understand that? I say you can feel bad. You can feel bad, you know, he feels boss and he feels school, he feels space, right? Alright. You're a failure, but I'm a good failure, Anna. Better failure the next time. Oftentimes, we look up to people, we learn about something that makes us unhappy in their professional but often personal lives. And it hurts us to see our hero fall. It really hurts. We give up on them and sometimes give up on ourselves. I tell you, the highest stone in the temple is no more noble than the lowest one in its foundation. Heroes fail and fall too. But let us not cast judgments because we too fall and fail ourselves. Yes? Honor their work. Let us treat their work as the best of their humanity, their mark of excellence. Do not let the truth surprise you. You already know that we fall short sometimes and we mess up and we don't always get it. But say to yourself that the best in them is the best in me, and so is the worst. And we fail. But the choice is, do you want to be a bad failure or you want to be a good failure? A better failure the next time where you don't only look up to a hero but you look up to their cause. The hero is a transient thing. The mortal person limited by the flesh. The fight is what lasts, and in your heart let the fight continue for love and justice here. Do not climb on a moral high ground when others have failed because you have. I too haven't achieved my goals. I too get lazy and complacent in the face of ambition and hard work. I too made a fool of myself or stayed quiet when I was required to stand up with confidence. A real hero knows what he or she must do and always learns from failure on what not to do again. In closing, I believe you all are all heroes. You all can rise up to build a world of love and justice, and it is saving yourself, your example, and save others. You did the right thing, spoke up for truth because in you it was the right thing, and that was the only way you knew how to be true to yourself. Think about yourself when you're not in the room. What would people say about you in your absence? Does your breath stink? How do people describe you? You're real out of timing, or you're my friend. You're real out of timing, boss. Or you're someone important. You're compassionate, you're caring, or are you a hero? The hero that we all have the power to be, someone who always stood up even after they fell, someone who always stood up for love, for justice, and was always true to thyself. Thank you very much.